In NBA 2K22, the journey to legend is a little different. You're going to have to reach level 40 in 4 separate show is Bash World. Welcome, you guys.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A look from earlier as the Nets bus arrives at the arena. No doubt this is a club ready to handle this challenge on the road tonight. The fog pouring across the Golden Gate Bridge and into the Bay Area tonight. We're just about set for action. Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, James Harden moved past Larry Bird on the career points list. Harden said, passing one of the greatest ever is a great honor. I just got to continue to build because at the end of the day, I want my name to be mentioned with those greats. Well, it already is. Guys?
I agree, David. Every word of it. Absolutely. Thank you. And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered. At the point guard position in particular, much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Yeah, you got to be a triple threat at every position. And at the point guard, it just commands so much more attention. They're the initiators of the offense. There's so many guys who are tremendous scorers that can create opportunities themselves with the ball and do it from deep range. They can play off a pick and roll and manipulate the defenses. So it has been a golden era for point guards, and it's a new way in which they play, being able to shoot that three ball, Kevin.
So the Nets starting 5. Irving and Harden, the 2 star guards. The post pair, Durant along with Griffin. And it's Harris in at the small forward spot. And for the Warriors. And the old core of this team out there, Curry and Clay as guards with Draymond at 4. G is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin.
Golden State basketball.
Here's G. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. Golden State needs to get off a shot.
And Wiggins is a capable passer, someone that wants to hit a guy in the right spot.
And Wiggins thrived as a secondary option. Seems that is the role he's best fit for. His efficiency soared.
Durant kicks to Harden. Back to Durant.
Just unbelievable range. Kevin Durant exploiting the perimeter weakness in the defense that time.
And with Wiggins, he didn't face the same pressure, Greg. It was a huge weight off his shoulders.
And that mental aspect impacts players. Wiggins was asked to do less, and as a result, ended up doing more.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. Green breaking loose. And here are the Nets. It's a 3-point game. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Yeah, and that led to a few of their key guys spending long stretches of the game on the bench because of foul trouble. Hard to find yourself back in a rhythm when you do that.
Out here right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. To the inside.
Now, Draymond did a good job of getting some space there and rooting himself to collect.
Inside, it's stolen by G. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
he's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
Working his way for a high percentage look. That's just smart basketball.
Man, that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
3 points.
A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter.
Wow, what a setup there. Green plays with great speed and plays with great pace, and that's a nice field play.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Green. Curry with it. And Griffin picks him up defensively. And the shot goes in.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And some changes here for the Warriors. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Green. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And Poole subbed in for Klay Thompson. And a new group in for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Griffin. Millsap comes in for Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Mills in for Irving. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
A good jumper with long arms, and it's that size that LaMarcus knows all that well. Doesn't want to give up any easy baskets. Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And he comes up with the deuce.
From Jordan.
Scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 4. And we've got more NBA action on 2K. And one of the game's elite closers, Kyrie Irving, describes it.
You know, for me, I just try to feel out the game, think about plays that I could run, to execute.
Completely new 5 on the floor. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Aldridge. Kevin Durant comes in for Paul Millsap. Joe Harris is checked in for James Harden. And Irving subbed in for Patty Mills. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. The small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. Bruce Brown is out there with Irving. And it's Griffin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
On top of all that, they've done a good job of making life difficult for the opposing shooters. They've had hands up and have contested a lot of shots. Look at the blocks.
One goes in.
Well, Draymond doesn't just come down with the rebound. He goes right back up aggressively to score.
Griffin trying to get open. Good on the triple.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And the shot is good.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficient. That's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
And flashing some real toughness inside. Wiggins can finish plays that others simply can't.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Personal foul. The 15th foul.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
1:04 left now here in the second. One's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Durant.
KD sets up those crossovers as a big 7-footer. He handles the ball so well, and that's a great decision out of a pick and roll set.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Durant, that's good.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight for him.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Chalk up 2 there.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far. Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And it's in there.
Some close defense is not going to scare off Kyrie Irving. He gets in there, he's physical right back, and he gets the finish.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nets lead by 1. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports.